Well, thank you. It's a song about, for those of you who don't know the song, there's this guy, right, and he's driving home in his car one night through some wooded hills and valleys, going home to see his wife and his children. And suddenly, the Third World War happens. So he never gets home to see his wife and his children, which is very sad. So it's a somewhat gloomy song. But it's very appropriate now, because some of our leaders, happily not yours at the moment, not President Lula, I'm not talking about him, he's a good bloke, he's my man. Now I'm talking about some of the others, particularly obviously Joe Biden, the President of the United States of America, among others. And they are pushing us slowly but inexorably towards a nuclear war. That appears to be what their intention is. Because, well, all right, I won't go any deeper into that right now. But we are in the most dangerous place that we, the human race, have been since 1962, when we almost had a nuclear war over missiles in Cuba, if you remember. Most of you are too young to remember that, but I remember it. Luckily, at that time, the President of the United States of America was called John Fitzgerald Kennedy, and the President of the USSR was called Nikita Khrushchev, and guess what they were doing? They were talking to one another on the telephone, and they figured it out. And so we are here today because they spoke to one another. I think it would be a really good idea if Joe Biden and Vladimir Putin and Zelensky, if necessary, though he's actually fairly irrelevant to this whole thing, got together in the bar and talked it through and figured it out and stopped this nonsense that's going on in the Ukraine now. And I feel that most strongly for the Ukrainian people who are being slaughtered there. Sorry, I got a bit heated there, which I do sometimes. I'll try and calm down. I will try. Anyway, back in 1947, a group of atomic scientists got together, and to try and warn us all, they invented something they called the Doomsday Clock. And it was an imaginary clock, but it's ticking, 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 ticking towards midnight. And they tell us if it ever strikes midnight, that will be World War III, and it will be a nuclear war, and none of us will survive. We might survive the original bang, but we will not survive the nuclear winter that follows. So it's a dire warning. Last year, the clock, the Doomsday Clock, I think was set at 3 minutes to midnight or something. This year, it's down to 90 seconds to midnight. I have no idea whether they're going to set it for 2024, but I suspect it will be even closer, so we need to wake up and take note. Right, I'm going to stop lecturing you now, because I have to change my guitar. I just want to thank you, and I speak for the whole band here on stage. Thank you. Obrigado, for coming here tonight to see us and for being such a wonderful audience. When I come back with the other guitar, because this song's in a different key, I shall stamp my foot on the stage, and Mike McKnight, who is under the stage somewhere, will press a button, and you will hear the Doomsday Clock ticking.